guys, it's Brittany. I'm here with Britt'z Bitez. We started a new channel. We changed the name a little bit. I've gotten into this baking and making everything from scratch kick. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make your own homemade garlic butter. Or if you want to make plain, I'll show you how to do that too. So, what you're going to need is you can get either a half gallon, or I think they make a little bit smaller one, heavy whipping cream. Does not have to be this brand. You can use store brand, whatever. You're gonna get you a carton of heavy whipping cream. Take that off, and you're gonna need a stand mixer for this, or if you've got if you've got a hand mixer, you can do it that way too. It's super easy. All you're gonna do, pour your entire container of heavy whipping cream into your mixer. Get it all in there. Set it down, lock her up, and we're probably gonna set this on about a 3 on your mixer. So you wanna go about a medium speed. You're gonna wanna put a couple of towels over this because it is going to be messy. Once it gets going, it's gonna slosh a little bit. A little bit's gonna get on your counters. I promise it's okay. It'll wipe away. Put a couple of towels over it. This is gonna take us about 30 minutes. So I'll be back in 30 minutes to show you where we're at. Hey guys, okay, so it's been about 10-15 minutes. I just wanted to show you where we're at in the process. So after it's been going for about 10 or 15 minutes, you're gonna know that it looks like actual whipped cream. It's gonna look like whipped cream. So here is where you're gonna starting to see the separation after it's turned to whipped cream. The next stage, it's gonna start separating, and you're gonna have buttermilk in the bottom of your bowl, and your butter will actually probably get caught in your whisk. So we're gonna let it go for another 15 minutes or so, and we'll be back and I'll show you what our butter looks like. Okay, so we are just it's still spinning, we're getting there. I'm just kind of scraping down the sides of the bowl just to make sure it all kind of gets incorporated. You kind of have to be careful doing this because it will hit your spatula, but it's alright. Just scrape down your bowl a little bit and just let it keep going. Just showing you really, really fast. It's starting to really separate. You're going to start seeing that milk start to splatter. That's what the towels are for. So a few more minutes and we'll be done. Alright, so we are done. It's done spun around as much as it's going to spin around. I'm gonna lift it up here and you'll see all of this that's collected in your whisk for your mixer. This is all of your homemade fresh butter. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take this off. And now, with all your butter, what I just do is I just plop this right into a very cold ice bath. You wanna let it sit in there for a minute and let it just kind of form and congeal in there. And then right here, this right here is the best stuff ever. This is your fresh buttermilk. What we're gonna do with this is I have a jar that we're gonna put it in. And this will keep in your refrigerator in your jar for about 2 weeks. You can make pancakes, waffles, anything, pastries, anything you wanna make with this fresh buttermilk. So I'm going to put that in there, and then we will come back and I'll show you how we're going to season our butter. Alright, so after we put our buttermilk away, You will have picked all of your butter out of your whisk from your mixer. And what we're gonna do is you wanna give it a good squeeze. You see all that coming out? You wanna try to get as much of that whey or the buttermilk out as you can. So you're giving it an ice bath. You just kinda get it in there. It's still nice and cold. This is gonna freeze your hands. But you wanna get some really good squeezes. Get as much as you can out. And then once you've got it all out, then we are gonna start seasoning our butter. And you can season your butter with whatever makes your little heart happy. I'm gonna make some garlic butter is what I'm making, but you can season it with just some salt. You can put any other kind of herbs that you would want in there. You wanna make a spicy butter, you wanna make a cinnamon butter, whatever you want to make. But this one's gonna be a garlic butter. So what we're gonna do, we'll set that aside. You can see there's a little bit of the butter still kind of in our ice bath, but that's okay. You're not gonna be able to get every single piece, but you get a pretty good nice sized ball. So I'm gonna take it, we're gonna kind of flatten it out a little bit. And then I'm gonna wash my hands and I'll be right back and I'll show you what we're gonna put in it. All right, so we're gonna add to this, like I said, we're gonna make a garlic butter, but I'm still gonna put some salt in it too. So we're gonna, a little bit of salt, flaky salt. A little bit of salt in there. And how I'm making my garlic butter is I'm just taking regular old garlic powder. And we're just gonna sprinkle, 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 sprinkle. This is a lot of butter, so you wanna add a lot of salt. Then I'm also adding some parsley flakes. We're gonna mix all of this in there. This is gonna be the best garlic butter, fresh garlic butter you've ever put in your mouth. And you can get what they call butter paddles, which have like little grooves in them to help you kind of shape your butter and mix stuff in. But I just use 2 wooden things out of my kitchen. You don't have to get fancy with it. You just use whatever you got. It works. You just kind of work it all in, work all that salt in, all that garlic powder and parsley. You might have to use your hands a little bit to get it because it is still kind of really cold. So it's a little hard to mix sometimes, but you can try to mix it in the best you can. Probably just gonna end up using my hands here because it's the better. And then I'll use these to shape it. So you just use your hands, almost like you're playing with Play-Doh. You just squish it all in. You might see a little bit of that fluid still come out, but it's okay. You can even separate it. It really is just like you're playing with Play-Doh. Just to get all of that salt and garlic powder, all that goodness just mixed in. Just keep working with it. And of course, if you've got a couple of taste testers, have them test it, tell you if you need more or not. But I think we're pretty good. And you'll see, you got all that parsley in there, and you can kind of see the crystal from the salt. It smells so good. This is so good on homemade bread, which I have a video on. You guys go check that out. You can warm it up in the microwave, put it in the toaster. Oh, could eat it for days. All right, now I'm gonna use my paddles here. We're just gonna kind of shape this up a little bit. You can leave it in a ball, or you can try to get fancy and put it in a square. Just whatever you want to do, however long you want to play with it to make it however you want to make it. Whatever makes your little heart happy. Put it in a square, and then I've got a dish over here I'm going to put it in. And there we go. Homemade garlic butter. It's amazing. I love it. I'm going to go eat some of this on a fresh piece of bread. So you guys check out the video. Tell me, let me know in the comments if you make it, how yours turns out. And don't forget to subscribe to our page, okay? Hit the like button. Love you guys.